In this video I'm going to be comparing the best team of players that play in Europe to the best team of players that play outside of Europe. And make a combined 11 which you have voted for on my Instagram. Our selection is based on performances during the 2022-23 season for both club and country. This idea has come from players such as Neymar and Messi recently moving to play football outside of Europe this summer transfer window. And many other great talents joining them. Football players such as Mbappe and Holland play in Europe due to having the world's most advanced and competitive football leagues, such as the English Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, and League One. And being able to compete in the Champions League, which is the most prestigious trophy in club football, and all players grow up dreaming of one day being able to win it. Elite footballers also might be tempted to play outside of Europe, such as Ronaldo and Messi, who are currently playing in the MLS and the Saudi Arabian League. The MLS and the Saudi League have gained attention for offering substantial financial packages to football's best players. Despite the quality of these leagues being nowhere near the level of the European stage. Starting off in net for Team Europe, we have Thibaut Courtois, one of the best goalkeepers in Europe at the minute. More so than ever in his career, Courtois looks unbeatable at Madrid. He has added a touch of bulk to his impressive frame, and he looks like a true monster in goal, getting 20 clean sheets in his 57 games during the 2022-23 season. Courtois' competition for the combined 11 is newly signed Al Hilal keeper Yassine Bounou, who helped his national team Morocco get to the semi-final of the World Cup, thanks to his heroics during penalties and not conceding a goal. Bounou has also won multiple Europa Leagues with Sevilla. But the player that is going into the World 11 voted by you is Thibaut Courtois. Next up is the left-back position, and going up for Team Europe is Alphonso Davies, who is still only 22 years old. Winning a Champions League with Bayern Munich at the age of 19 and giving Nelson Semedo nightmares in the semi-final between Bayern Munich and Barcelona, where they beat them 8-2. In the 2022-23 season, Davies managed to win the Bundesliga, getting 9 assists and scoring 5 from the left-back position. Going up against Davies from the rest of the world is Jordi Alba, who is 12 years older than Davies and has recently joined Messi and a few other ex-Barcelona players in joining Inter Miami. Alba played for Barcelona for 18 years altogether, winning everything there is to win in club football and winning the World Cup and Euros with his national team Spain. The player that gets his spot in the World 11 is Canadian fullback Alphonso Davies. The next position we are going to be looking at is the left centre-back, and winning this position for Team Europe is Manchester City new signing Josko Gvardiol, playing a key part in third-place Croatia's World Cup campaign and being a rock at the back for Leipzig this season, helping them win their first major trophy. From the rest of the world, the left centre-back I have chosen to go up against Gvardiol is Giorgio Chiellini, who is currently playing for MLS side LAFC. Even though Chiellini can play left-back and centre defensive midfield, his best moments during his career have been at left centre-back, winning the Euro 2020 and winning the Serie A 9 times during his 22-year career in football. The left centre-back for World 11 FC is going to be Josko Gvardiol. From left centre-back we are now going to the right centre-back, and the contender from Europe is Ruben Dias, who in the 2022-23 season was a vital part in Man City's treble success, winning the FA Cup, Premier League and Champions League. With Ruben Dias having the biggest impact across City's strong backline, and personally can see him becoming Man City captain one day. So far in the video the Europe team has smashed the rest of the world side, but this one is a lot closer. Kalidou Koulibaly is the right centre-back for the rest of the world side, moving to the Saudi Arabian League this summer, joining Bounou's team Al Hilal. Koulibaly has been one of the best defenders of the past decade for Napoli and Senegal, however things didn't quite work out at Chelsea. But I'm convinced if you put Mbappe in that scrambled squad they would make him look like Timo Werner. Making it onto the team sheet for World 11 is Ruben Dias. The right-back spot for Team Europe has gone to Achraf Hakimi, who scored 5 goals and managed to get 7 assists in the 2022-23 season from right-back, and playing a vital part in Morocco's World Cup success, guiding them to the World Cup semi-final. Due to the lack of talented right-backs outside of Europe, Hakimi is having to go up against left-back Alex Telles, who signed for Cristiano Ronaldo's team Al Nassr this summer, after leaving Sevilla, where he had just won the Europa League. Obviously, as being the actual only right-back, Hakimi has to go into the World 11. The central defensive midfield spot for Europe can only go to one person, and that is Manchester City's Rodri, who scored the winning goal in the Champions League final and wasn't just a key goalscorer for Man City in big moments. He was also the anchor in the midfield, allowing players like De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva to get forward whilst he protected the defence. Moving to Al Ittihad this summer is N'Golo Kanté, who has done it all in Europe, winning the Premier League with Leicester and Chelsea and won the World Cup with France. Kanté is known for his incredible work rate and stamina. He covers a tremendous amount of ground during matches and could easily run a marathon. Starting in central defensive midfield for the World 11 is Rodri. The left wing for Team Europe is Vinicius Jr., who has impressed again this season with his pace, trickery and goal-scoring ability. Despite Real Madrid being beaten to the La Liga title by Barcelona, the Brazilian forward has been a standout player who scored 25 goals last season from left wing and managed to get 24 assists. Going up for the rest of the world is Vinicius Jr.'s idol growing up, Neymar Jr., and fellow Brazilian teammate. Neymar has left Europe after playing there for 10 years for Barcelona and PSG. Neymar has joined Saudi team Al Hilal, which will catapult the Saudi Arabian League. Despite not achieving the things Neymar has done yet, we are going off the 2022-23 season and you have voted for Vinicius Jr. to go into the World 11. The central attacking midfielder for Team Europe is Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is known for his exceptional passing ability, vision, creativity, and versatility on the field. Recently winning the Champions League with Manchester City cemented him in many eyes as the best midfielder in the world. In the 2022-23 season, De Bruyne managed to score 12 goals and got a whopping 34 assists in all competitions. This player is not really a central attacking midfielder but has played there before for Liverpool. The player who I'm talking about is SADIO Mané, who was once called the best football player in the world. No, he didn't win the Ballon d'Or just by this guy James Redmond. Mané has joined many other players in going to the Saudi League and now plays alongside Ronaldo at Al Nassr. Last year for Bayern Munich, Mané managed to score 7 goals. This central attacking midfielder in the World 11 can only be one player, and that player is Kevin De Bruyne. Next up is the right wing position, and the candidate from Team Europe is Mohamed Salah, who is still ripping the Premier League apart despite the arrival of the robot. Scoring 31 goals last season and producing 16 assists in all competitions. The Egyptian king has won everything at club level, including the Champions League and the Premier League, despite Chelsea saying he wasn't good enough. The rest of the world candidate is none other than Lionel Messi, who this year finally got his hands on the World Cup trophy for Argentina and is up for his 8th Ballon d'Or after scoring 31 goals and getting 21 assists in the 2022-23 season for PSG. Now playing for David Beckham's Inter Miami side, where he recently won them their first ever major trophy. After finally winning the World Cup, you voted for Lionel Messi to be the World 11's right winger. The first of the 2 striker positions in the team for Team Europe is Kylian Mbappé, who was offered a ridiculous offer to go to the Saudi League, but rejected it so he could play at the highest level. And I would say he already has enough cash. In the 2022-23 season, Mbappé scored 41 goals in just 43 games and also managed to score a hat-trick in the World Cup final, where they just missed out to Lionel Messi's Argentina. Mbappé's competition for the second striker spot is current Ballon d'Or winner and French teammate Karim Benzema, who moved from Real Madrid to Al Ittihad this summer. In the 2022-23 season, the 35-year-old was still firing them in, scoring 31 goals and getting 6 assists in just 43 games. This was the closest voting out of them all, and surprisingly Karim Benzema beat Mbappé by 53% of the votes, getting our second rest of the world player in the team. The final position in the World 11 is another striker spot, and this time for Team Europe it's Erling Haaland, who won the treble with Manchester City last year, being a huge part in their success, scoring a mouth-watering 52 goals in 53 games with 9 assists. And beating the Premier League record of the most goals in a single season, where he got 36 goals in the Premier League. A lot of people doubted Haaland due to Bundesliga tax, but he proved them all wrong, and that is why he is also up for the Ballon d'Or this year. The rest of the world striker going up against Haaland is one of the greatest players of all time in Cristiano Ronaldo, who scored 17 goals last year, moving to the Saudi League, joining Al Nassr. Ronaldo definitely started this Saudi League movement that now has a majority of the best players there. Ronaldo managed to lead Al Nassr to the Arab Club Champions Cup. The final player to join the World 11 is the robot Erling Haaland. Here's a look at the rest of the World 11 with only 2 players making it into the World 11. And here's a look at the Europe 11, a staggering 9 players making it into the team. And let's see what the final World 11 shapes up like. That was Europe 11 vs rest of World 11. Make sure to comment who you think should be in the World 11 that didn't quite make it into the team. And any players that didn't even make it into the video that deserved to be in it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop it a like, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, and as always, see you on the next one.